Hey guys, this is David, and today I'm going to be discussing Sabretooth from the new 2022 Marvel Legends X-Men series. This is the first figure to arrive for me from the new X-Men Bonebreaker series, along with Darwin and Meg. It's going to be showing up soon, but I'm going to talk about Sabretooth first. A lot of retailers had said that this wave might not actually make it out till 2023, or at least the end of 2022, but here they are, they're shipping, so let's talk about them. First up, we're going to have the Sabretooth. It doesn't actually say that it's a first appearance Sabretooth on the package, but I think that's sort of the intention that Hasbro had here. We got a proper first appearance Sabretooth from Toy Biz back in 2014, which I thought was a pretty great figure all around, other than maybe I think that the face could have been a little bit more expressive on that one. He just looked kind of bored. Maybe a more like vicious, crazy expression could have been worthwhile. And we do get a different expression on this Sabretooth, so let's pop him open and see what we've got. First, the back of the package we can see. And the text here is Sabretooth with keen senses, a mutant healing factor, and zero moral restraint. Sabretooth is a dark reflection of his nemesis, the mutant hero Wolverine. I think that's interesting. You don't usually hear nemesis about a hero character, so that was cool. But let's open up Sabretooth and see what we've got here. Did I actually cut the tape on this? Yes, I did. I cut the tape so I can get him out easily, and here is the packaging, which I will throw aside. Alright, so we've got Sabretooth here, and he comes with like 3 pieces of the Reaver Bonebreaker, who is the tank man. That is the Build-A-Figure of this wave. Also a character that was done the 5-inch Toy Biz line that warmed pegs for years, but apparently like he's a good enough incentive to do as a Build-A-Figure, or that's really the only way to do that character, and that's how we're going to be getting him. But I will ignore these Build-A-Figure pieces for now, and we're just going to pull out Sabretooth, who does not get any accessories of his own. Alright, so at first glance here, we can see this face on Sabretooth, which does look pretty, sadistic and merciless. The first thing I noticed that I really don't like is that Sabretooth, for some reason, has got his pupils painted in. That definitely was not in his first appearance, and it was not in most of his notable classic appearances. In Iron Fist number 14 back in 1977, when Sabretooth first showed up, he definitely did not have pupils, and I don't know if we've ever seen Sabretooth with these brown painted eyes. I don't think that they look good, so for me that's a downgrade. I don't know if I would trust myself being half blind to paint it, but like if nothing else, I'll have my wife white out the eyes for me, which I think will be an improvement. Also looking at this figure, what's different from the one that Toy Biz did is that the nails on this figure, his claws on both his hand and his feet, you can see that rather than the brown of his gloves and his booty things like going all the way up over his toes and just having the claws randomly coming out of them, instead they sort of cut off, like, so he's got like fingerless gloves and toeless like feet for this look, which is interesting. It's different from what Toy Biz did, but again, like, that's not how I remember Sabretooth looking. He definitely didn't look this way in Iron Fist 14. I don't remember him looking like this in any of his other early appearances, so I think that's pretty weird. So those are 2 downgrades, I think. If there had been like another head included with this, where, he had his mouth open, he looked a little bit more sinister, his eyes were whited out, some switch out hands, not putting these little toes. I can kind of look past the toes, but like the hands, it's so obvious to me. The fingerless gloves just look very strange to me on Sabretooth. The body here we've seen many times before. It's from the Grim Reaper body, and that's fine. It's a good body. There's no butterfly swivels or anything like that on this. And really, if we were going to have to upgrade from the Toy Biz version of this classic Sabretooth, I think that we should have at least gotten a more up-to-date body with the butterfly swivels or something like that. This Grim Reaper body is starting to be on the way out. It is getting older, and I'm not sure that this was even a necessary figure to begin with to have done. So in order to do an upgrade that has an aging body that is going to be phased out soon enough, like it doesn't make a lot of sense to me. I don't love that. I don't love the head. I don't love the hands. I don't love the feet. The claws look weird to me. The figure itself, the colors look really good. The articulation, I can see the hips are the standard ball joint hips moving around. He's got the, he does have pinned knees and pinned elbows. So you can tell that this is sort of an old style action figure. It's not using the latest innovations that Hasbro's come up with. I don't know, like we don't have a first appearance Wolverine in this wave. We haven't had a classic Iron Fist in quite a while. This seems kind of like a bullshit release. I'm not sure that we really needed this. I know that Sabretooth has a lot of name power, but I'll be fine when we get a bigger Jim Lee styled Sabretooth, which is what a lot of fans seem to be asking for. Hasbro would have been crazy to release that before this because then nobody would have wanted this figure, but I think this just is not their best effort. I do like Victor Creed a lot, and I don't mind buying more action figures of him. I would even be on board for a first appearance updated figure from the Toy Biz Face Offs version, but this one is just not what I was looking for exactly. Like, I don't see anything about this that really stands out to me as great. For me, this is an average figure. When I do my write-up review on MarvelToyNews.com, this is probably going to be a C grade figure, maybe even C minus. There's just nothing stands out. It's not a great upgrade. It's a good figure overall, as you'd expect from a modern Hasbro Marvel Legends, but this is nothing special. So that's basically my complaints about this. I don't like the claws. I don't like the pupilled in eyes. I don't like that they're using an older body for a figure that really only exists to update something that was done by Toy Biz less than a decade ago. All right, and that is all I've got to say about Sabretooth. I'll be back next talking about more Thor, Love and Thunder figures. Maybe I'll build that Korg Build-A-Figure, or maybe I will jump over to the next figure in the X-Men wave, the only other one that I've received so far, which is Darwin here, a character that is not exactly a household name. But that is all I've got to say about Sabretooth, so thanks for watching.